Let's see here. Checking some text messages. All right, what else do we got? What else do we got here? All right, all right. All right, yo, gang. Matt on here. Welcome to the One Matt Nation. We are live July 1st, 2026. I'm your host, Matt on. Welcome in, like, share, subscribe. Join our other YouTube channels as well. The Matt on Talk Show right here on YouTube. And we also have the Matt on Talk Show Productions YouTube channel where I was just live on a few minutes ago. So you can get over there and check out that live that I just did. And of course, we're right here, One Matt Nation. This is our one and only live that we're going to be doing for the month of July 2026. As I had stated on the other channel, I usually take a little bit of slight sabbatical. I'm not taking an entire vacation of any sorts, just dialing it back a little bit, taking a sabbatical, a little partial hiatus, whatever you want to call it, dialing it back in the month of July for my other YouTube channels. But we will still be pretty active on the Matt on Talk Show YouTube channel. So we'll be pretty still active on there with shorts, lives. I might dial it back slightly on the Matt on Talk Show channel, but for my other YouTube channels, this one included, we're going to dial it back a little bit. I always take a little bit of break in the summertime. But we'll be back in August with 2 lives. I figured I'd squeak in this one live before the anniversary. We got the Matt on Talk Show 25-year anniversary. That's a quarter of a century, by the way. This Friday, July 3rd, 2026. And I will post a short this Friday of the 25-year anniversary cake. I always get a cake for every Matt on Talk Show anniversary, and I will post that as a short here on the YouTube, as well as the Matt on Talk Show Productions YouTube channel as well, and of course, the Matt on Talk Show channel. We got a hey down there in the chat. Welcome back. Hey, you were in here the last couple chats. I'm glad that I get here with the One Matt Nation channel. Max, where are you? Are you in the chat, Max? I'm glad that I get a core of people that continuously come back and are in the chats. I greatly appreciate some of you guys. Max, where are you? Max was our big one the last chat, so Max, you better be getting back in here. There was a person at a channel, Vsauce, here in our last chat. Speaking of that, that was our June 19th, 2026 live. Let me talk about that. So, the platform, we will call them the platform, the platform did some weird shenanigans with the last live I did in here in mid-June, where I did the live, I ended it, it posted, I went to go check on it maybe a half hour later. Nowhere to be found. I didn't do nothing. I didn't delete it. Where was it? The episode is called The Disrespect, is what I called it, because it was Father's Day weekend. And, you know, I mentioned about how, you know, Mother's Day gets so much enlightenment and showcase over Father's Day. And Father's Day gets, like, freaking treated like a gas station hot dog, which is sickening. Hey, bro, what's going on down there? And so I posted that video. Nowhere to be found, disappeared. The platform did some of their weird voodoo shenanigans, bad juju on me. So then I went back. I was like, what the heck? So I went live again with the system. I couldn't transfer the video backup. I always do a video backup when I'm doing these lives. I could, for whatever reason, you know, since I was in a rush, didn't really have time to dick with it. So it transferred the audio. So I was able to do audio transfer from that show. Then a few days later, as I'm looking through the YouTube, they released it back out on my channel. It was set in private mode, but the video was there. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I went through that effort to rush to get the audio or some form of that show out that day here on the channel. And then now they post the video back up. So I had to go back, do an edit, and say one is audio only of The Disrespect, which accounts for that retaped live. And then I put original video in parentheses so people know the difference. I didn't do 2 lives. I didn't do 3 lives. I only did 2 lives for the One Matt Nation in June. But that was a platform screw up there. And then they tried those shenanigans with the Matt on Talk Show channel. But then 10 minutes later, then they released the video out. So they know I was calling them out here. And we have a love-hate relationship here on the platform, that's for sure. But they finally made their way over to the One Matt Nation channel to spread the hate over here. By the way, I'm making them the money and I'm doing the work, but hey, that's all right. We got a fine thanks down there. It is a July 1st, 2026, and it is 90 degrees outside here in the Lehigh Valley area in the state of Pennsylvania. We are expected to go through, this is the day 1 of a 5-day heat wave here on the eastern side of the United States. And my air conditioner, the last several days when it would start to warm up, struggles just to keep up here. Just to keep up. And I even have the thing set a little high, too, and I was trying to tinker with it. I'm going to go check it in a minute here, and I'll report back to you guys. But, yeah, I'm definitely looking at some other cooling options. I've been back and forth on the phone with Lowe's. Man, they screwed some things up, but they got it corrected now, and apologies. Thank you, Lowe's. Apologies were made on behalf of Lowe's. Greatly appreciate that for you guys admitting your mistake on the phone earlier. So, yeah, definitely looking at a mini split here for the wall here in the studio. I even went out and got a window air conditioner's backup yesterday at Lowe's in case this unit decides to take a dump here during this heat wave here. I don't not want to be screwed without an AC. I got a whole bunch of fans over here. I got ceiling fan, one portable one here on the floor, got one in the next room, one in the back bedroom, 2 fans in the bathroom. Crazy stuff here. Let me go see what that is here. But the AC, yeah, it's the unit's ready to take a dump here as far as I'm concerned. It struggles to stay up. And I can only imagine how this thing's going to perform, especially tomorrow. Thursday, it's supposed to be the hotter day of all the days in this heat wave here. I know Friday when we got our talk show anniversary coming up, it's going to be hot like an SOB as well, but tomorrow I believe they want it to be hot. Now, they over-exaggerate and say it's going to be like 101, 105. I don't think so. But let me go check, see what the thermostat says here. Let's check it out. Oh, well, all right. I don't want to jinx it, but it's 76 and 76. I set it for 76. It reads 76 here in the house. So, all right. But before it was starting to trail away a little bit. So I had to tinker around with it. I mean, if it stays 76, 76, I always keep it in the house. I like it warm. I like a little bit of warmth. I don't like it too cold. I don't like it polar temperatures. But I usually keep it anywhere. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. And also depends on how the AC is performing. Usually keep it between 72 and 77, give or take, with the AC. Also to try to save the AC from just constantly running. That's what I emphasize that. Just runs all day. Yeah, the thing's starting to fail on me. It sucks. But I'm trying to get a deal down with Lowe's here for a mini split. They're going to come. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get a guy here today to do the estimate to maybe do the install on Friday, but apparently these guys are going on vacation early. They're taking multiple day vacations, guys. Jeez. But the lady said they're going to be busy the rest of the summer, so I don't know how you want to rock with that. But anyway, I'll probably give that update on the Matt on Talk Show YouTube channel, so you guys can check us out over on that channel. Get over there, like, share, subscribe. We got the quarter of a century anniversary this Friday. I know I repeat myself like a broken record with that, but it's 90 degrees. It's 76 in here now, so please get me through this heat wave AC. It's all I want. I guess I'm just going to have to let the thing run. I don't know. I mean, I got the window AC to do a little supplementing as best as I can in here, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. July 1st, 2026, as I said here. It is 12:48 p.m. here on the East Coast. Let's get into some of these headlines here. You guys know the drill, and every time, I read off some of the headlines, most of the time, we don't care. I just like to read the headlines. That's it. Most of the time. And you know what? Most other people don't care anyway. It's the same old BS. All right, CNN reported 12 hours ago, Trump's sweeping changes to student loans take effect today. Well, thank God I don't got student loans. All right, USA Today here reported 2 hours ago, Trump raked in over $1.4 billion in income from crypto ventures. You son of a bitch, man. I only wish. I just wish there was a way I could get invested in some of this stuff. It would be a nice change to my life to be involved in some of this stuff, to know I could live comfortably and never have to be fighting the wall, fighting the system as I do every day, and new battles all the time here. Let's see. We had the primary. I guess we had primaries on Tuesday. Yesterday. That shows how much I even was included in. I mean, I guess it doesn't help that I don't have cable, so I don't really keep up with the news as much anymore unless it's on Facebook or I just so happen to see it on here. Trump says U.S. could not build a plane like this, like his Air Force One. That's right. Nowhere else could they build the Air Force One. All right. Moving along here. British actor Michael Byron dies, age 82. I hope I said that right. Probably not. We have America's 250th anniversary this Saturday. 250 years of America. It's all over the place. 250 years. There's going to be big celebrations all weekend long. Hopefully, this heat wave here on the East Coast does not flood some of that out. I expect some people to detract with this heat wave going on. So it remains to be seen how much this heat wave is going to dominate this weekend. There's going to be a lot of celebrations. 250 years. A lot of those celebrations are going to probably start Friday, the 3rd, continue the 4th, and maybe trickle into the 5th, maybe even into the 6th. I don't know. It's going to be a whole weekend of just fireworks nonstop. A lot of places doing drone shows. All right, what else do we got here? Teen streamers chilling words after allegedly killing 2 girls. What else do we got? Germany coach sends blunt message after early World Cup exit. You're out. My wife and I were watching the Brazil-Japan game on Monday afternoon, and Brazil squeaked that one out, even though they weren't doing well in the beginning, but they ate out the victory against Japan in that World Cup, thus sending Japan home, and Brazil moves on to a game, I believe, this Sunday. That's kind of, my wife and I have been kind of keeping close tabs a little bit on the United States, and of course, my wife's team, Brazil. I watch it more so for her. It's her thing, just like she takes the time to watch my wrestling crap when it's on. See, Newsom, Gavin Newsom over there, signs off on 100% California tax for money from Trump's $1.8 billion. Oh yeah, Gavin? Gavin, I think, is going to be a top contender for presidency in 2028. I can guarantee that. Almost guarantee that. Let's see. Gen Z woman asked what her favorite hobbies are. Response says it all. And you know what? I don't care what her response is. Look up at the moon tonight. You won't see one like it for nearly 2 decades. All right. Hey, go do that, guys. Check out the moon tonight if you could stand the heat. What else we got here? Is Trump winning at the Supreme Court? Here's the latest scorecard. Taylor Frankie Paul's ex, Tate Paul, files for restraining order. Oh, shit. All right. Sucks to be that person. James Vanderbeek's final TV role arrives 4 months after his death. What else do we got here? This one's a lot of controversy. Did Trump's motorcade drive through reflecting pool during renovation projects? A lot of stuff going on with that, especially with people accusing about the cutting the lining. I guess some people might have got out there, cut some of the lining, and that's why the algae crap is back after Trump made it a nice blue reflecting pool, and then shit's back to being green again. Serena Williams skips press conference after Wimbledon loss. You know what? I probably would too. Pope Leo faces first major crisis of rebel Catholic group. All right. Well, they're tired of being fed a bunch of BS. Crap, where'd the news go? It says it's 91 degrees outside now. Fuck. Let's get back in the headlines here. One Matt Nation, like, share, subscribe. Village People frontman Victor Willis, dead at age 74. And that's Trump's favorite song, too. YMCA. 7 signs you've raised a spoiled child and what to do about it. Good luck. Got a Temu clearance sale going on now. Everything must go, they say. Toy Story 5, for the most part, seems to have a positive review. There's some people out there bashing the Toy Story 5 movie that just came out. More so for, I guess the subliminal messaging in there is to basically tell parents, get your kids off the damn tablet and cell phone. Get them doing some other activities. And the kids need to be playing more with toys or something else. That's the thing, the subliminal messaging. A lot of stuff going on out there about that. Other than that, you got Taylor Swift in there. We got Bad Bunny in the Toy Story 5. So the voice actors of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, obviously they passed on. So not a whole lot of stuff from them. But, of course, Toy Story 5. And then the other thing about Toy Story 5 is some people feel that it's a stale franchise and they should just stop after this one. I don't even recall even seeing Toy Story 4. Maybe I should see that before 5. We know we talked about Taylor Swift here just a moment ago. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce step out in New York City amid wedding reports. They're supposed to get married soon, so I don't know what's going on with that. See, a bizarre encounter in Philadelphia leads to a home full of guns and chemicals. Yikes. What else do we got? Baby died in moment of pure violence. Another person said, I always did the graveyard shift. I worked for 54 years in the graveyard shift. Damn. Whole life. Batman Nightfall Part 1. Nightfall exclusive trailer? What? I didn't know they were making another Batman movie. Alright, what else do we got here before we wrap up this one and only live for the One Matt Nation for July of 2026? Let's see here. The man who quit Wall Street to flip burgers. Why would you do that? Let's see. Netflix announces live action Persona TV adaptation. What? Stranger Things star Sadie Sink reveals theater audience behavior that gives her what here? Gives her the chills. Okay. What else do we got here? Ex-Trump attorney spots greatest onslaught of corruption in the history of mankind. Oh, is that so? Is that so here? Let's see here. What do we got here? Checking some messages. We're live. One Matt Nation. We got the Matt on Talk Show 25-year anniversary this Friday, July 3rd, 2026. We're going to be getting that anniversary cake as well. Oh, damn. All right, nice. Anyway, all right, gang. What else do we got here? We're going to wrap it up very shortly here. We usually do almost about a half hour of these lives here. Make up for only ever having 2 lives a month, so that equals about an hour a month for lives. AOC presidential chances after J.D. Vance makes 2028 prediction. AOC. Picture AOC as president, gang. Got a whole flock of people just popping in here. Like, share, subscribe. Haven't seen you since high school. Well, Nate, I guess if we went to high school, Nate Wilmot. Nate. Well, Nate, hey, what's going on? Nice to see you here in the chat. One Matt Nation. Stock market investors just got some bad news from the Federal Reserve. That sucks. History shows a big drop. Well, yeah, because nobody's got any money. That's the thing. What else do we got here? Texas wants to erase history in textbooks. Students will pay the price. Yeah, because false information is paying the price. And students do not learn from history. They should, knowing, hey, this person made a mistake. I should probably not do that either. Let's see. Jerry Seinfeld is worth $1.1 billion. So why does he still work? Well, because what else are you going to freaking do? You retire, you're going to be bored, and you're going to die early. Why? All right. I've seen this one going on here. I use this one app. WhatsApp is finally giving its 3 billion users, which, by the way, I'm one of them, uses a way to message without sharing the phone number. They want to create usernames now for WhatsApp. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I guess I'll know when they start bitching at me about, oh, you got to put the username in. What else do we got here? Angry Birds movie 3 official trailer now out released. A dispute over opening Hormuz drives a wedge into the U.S. and Saudi relations. Just end this damn stupid Iran war already. Chris Brown ordered to pay $13 million to housekeeper mauled in dog attack. Oh, shit. All right, what else do we here got? Fast-moving wildfires scorched thousands of acres across the West. So they got that shit going on now. That was reported by CNN 12 hours ago. And over here on the East Coast, we're going through a heat wave now, a big-ass heat wave the next 5 days. This is day one of that heat wave. And, you know, over there in Europe, they just had a big-ass heat wave. I think it's starting to cool now in Europe, France. Millennial man shares eye-opening take on baby boomers. We all have an eye-opening take. Gen Zers and Gen Alpha, they all are going to have an eye-opener when it comes to us millennials. Because the baby boomers always talked about us millennials being lazy. Well, the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas that are going to be coming up, yeah, they're going to fill that void, and we're going to be lost in history just like Gen X here, us millennials. Woman loses both parents suddenly, shock over what she does to their mail. Hopefully not pay those collection bills, that's for sure. Microsoft expected to cut thousands of jobs in the annual July restructuring. A lot of companies doing restructuring right now, trying to save money. And you know what? Part of me does not blame them. I mean, I try to look at it for both sides of the spectrum if I was in their shoes versus me being the person let go. I mean, I could be let go from my job at any time. You know what? I'll just find another job and also continue to do the One Man Nation and the Man on Talk show in the process, because doing this stuff is my hobby and it makes me happy. The Telegraph reported 4 days ago. 4 days ago? Why is this on here now? Barack Obama's comedic timing is the best thing about his Larry David misfire. Eh? Bert Kreischer, the comedian, this was reported by Fox News 3 weeks ago. Why is this on here now? I want today's news. It's supposed to be 7/1/2026 headlines. Bert Kreischer says blood clot scare made him realize I'm not indestructible. All right, Bert Kreischer, a well-known comedian. He has plenty of Netflix specials out there. Let's see here. Gilmore Girls. What the heck, man? I hate this damn thing. Gilmore Girls shifts platforms amid streaming changes. Okay, whatever the hell that means. You know what you don't know is what I used to say here on the talk show. 83-year-old WWE legend breaks neck in gym accident. Which legend is that? This guy looks like he was probably from the 80s wrestling. I don't recognize this guy. Oh, okay, I know this guy. Ken Patera, 83, reportedly suffered a broken neck recently from an accident in the gym. Oh, shit. I remember Ken Patera. He's probably one of few people I remember from the 80s when it comes to wrestling. Well, I mean, other than the big known guys like Hogan, Piper, Cowboy Bob Orton, Mean Gene Okerlund, list goes on. Anyone from 85 and on, I probably could tell you. A little bit before then, other than the Sheik, Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino, and who's the other freaking guy out there? He died a couple years ago. And well, we know Jesse Ventura is one of them. Who the hell is the freaking guy? Oh, man, I got to look it up now. Late 70s, early 80s. Now I freaking look like a dunce here looking this shit up. And I see his face in my mind. I just can't say his freaking name here. See, there's Don Morocco. That's not the one. Come on, where is he? Come on, don't do this to me. Wow. Took title from... What the heck is the one guy? Ivan Koloff, I think he might have took the title from. I don't fucking know, man. Bruno Sammartino, Ivan Koloff. Oh my God, I don't know his damn name. I see his face in my mind and I can't freaking. Oh my God. What is his name? He was a WWF champion. All right, Bruno Sammartino, Pedro Morales, Stan Stasiak, Bob Backlund, the Iron Sheik. Come on, don't dog me like this, Internet. You know who it is. I'm pretty sure he was a champion. Names. Let me go to names here. WWF Championship history. Oh my God, all this freaking. There's many versions of this shit. Oh my God. 83 to 89. Oh my God, they're gonna dog me here. All right, Buddy Rogers, Bruno Sammartino, Pedro Morales, Superstar Billy Graham. That's the freaking guy. Oh my God. I pictured his face and him doing the poses in my mind. Superstar Billy Graham is the guy. Whatever I was even trying to talk about before with Ken Patera. Oh, just wrestlers from the early time. April 77 here, I guess, something with the championship with him. And then Backlund beat him for that crap. All right, anyway, enough of that, guys. Where did my stuff go? What a mess here. All right, I think there it is. All right, I don't know what happened there. Huh, all right. Something happened there. Well, all right, whatever. Who cares? My backup video thing just randomly disappeared on me there. I don't know what it did there. Probably screwed me. Or timed out. Oh, wow. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, well, okay, whatever. You know what? I don't give a crap. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's One Mat Nation. This is our one and only live for the month of July. Let me see if this does this again here. Yeah, it did do it again. It did it again. All right. Well, that's weird. You know what? All right, whatever. I don't care. I'm just babbling on here. One Mat Nation. Thanks for coming in and putting up with me here. July 1st, 2026. It is now 1:09 p.m. here. Mat on Talk Show 25-year anniversary this Friday, July 3rd, 2026. Get over there. We're going to be on sabbatical here from this channel and our Mat on Talk Show Productions channel for the rest of July, but we'll be back with lives in August. Let me do a thermostat check here, guys. I was talking about the AC in the beginning of the video. Well, all right. Let me see here. Is it running? Oh, it's running. It's going away. All right. Whatever. This thing's probably just going to run all day long here like a son of a bee. But whatever. I don't know. I guess I'll just pay for it in the electric bill. Hopefully these technicians I have coming will have answers for me on Monday. I guess they're going to be coming, so I'll probably update that on our Mat on Talk Show YouTube channel, unless I remember to do it in August here, but yeah. So what a part of it is, being a homeowner. What can you say? Hey, guys, thanks for stopping in. I'll see you guys soon enough. And thanks for putting up with me rambling here the last maybe 20 minutes or so. I don't know. Later, guys. I'll see you in August for 2 new lives here on the One Mat Nation channel. And, of course, get over to Mat on Talk Show. We're going to be kind of keeping business rolling a little bit on that channel. But everything else, I'm going to kind of dial it back a little bit. give myself a little bit of a partial summer break as I do every year. But I got plenty of lives I'm going to be doing in July on the Matt On Talk Show YouTube channel. And we just did a live on the Matt On Talk Show Productions YouTube channel. We shout out Meet Kevin on there, so check out Meet Kevin here on YouTube. Shout out to you, Kevin. Get some spotlight on that YouTube channel as we try to highlight small YouTubers on the Matt On Talk Show Productions twice a month. Shout outs to small-time YouTubers that deserve their credit, recognition, and their flowers, we can call that. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm done chatting. See you soon. Matt On Talk Show, 25-year anniversary this Friday. Get over there. You know the drill. Later, guys.